Hey, former CIA officer Jason Hanson. I'm at Spy Escape and Evasion 2023, our 2-day escape and evasion course. And right now, I want to teach you how to escape handcuffs. I'm going to teach you how to pick them with a bobby pin and hair barrette. Regular bobby pin and hair barrette that you would buy at Walmart, Target, wherever you're going. So you would need to escape this if, heaven forbid, some corrupt police put you in handcuffs overseas. Obviously, don't do this in the United States if you have done something illegal and you were supposed to be in handcuffs. So when it comes to escaping handcuffs, what I'm holding are Smith & Wesson Model 100 handcuffs. Most popular handcuff in the world. This is what's probably going to end up on your wrist if you get kidnapped. We're going to start with the bobby pin. You have to make the bobby pin a certain way, meaning you're going to see me here in a moment with pliers create this bobby pin. That way it is perfect for us to pick. If you're going overseas, you would pre-make this bobby pin and have it all over your person. Same thing with the hair barrette. You're going to see me in a moment. I'm going to take this hair barrette, make it a certain way. That way it's a shim and we can escape these handcuffs easily. Going overseas, you would have this pre-made. You might have it sewn into a shirt collar. You might have it sewn into the hem of your pants. You might have it taped to your body somewhere, very close to your private parts, with duct tape or Gorilla Tape or whatever. That way it's not going everywhere. So right now, I'm going to show you how to do this. And if you want to get the full video from A to Z on how to escape handcuffs, click on the link below to join the membership. That'll tell you everything you need to know, and you'll be head and shoulders above the average person when it comes to your safety. I'm going to teach you how to escape handcuffs. Like everything we do this week, use it for good, not evil. We had a young guy come take this training. He was in his 20s. He was from Chicago. He's out one night, after taking this training, he's out one night. He gets drunk in public, okay? So he gets arrested. We know the cops handcuff you from behind, and he gets arrested. And well, by the way, U.S. police will handcuff you from behind. Overseas, you're going to be handcuffed from the front because they're trying to lead you. They're not police officers who are going to handcuff you from behind and then gently put your head in the car. So don't worry about getting handcuffed from behind overseas. But in the U.S., that's how it's done. So this young man, drunk in public, gets arrested. They handcuff him from behind. When I train people, I say, listen, if you're going overseas, you take your bobby pin and hair barrette, you take a little safety pin, put it in a plastic bag, run that safety pin through the tiny plastic bag, and you tape it right in front of here in your crotch, and you take it right behind. So you have a safety pin clipped to your pants in a little baggie with your gear here and with your gear here, because you never know where you're gonna have to reach. Well, this kid did exactly what I said, and he's got his bobby pin and hair barrette and stuff secured back here. So he's in this Chicago PD police car going to jail. He reaches in, he gets his hair barrette, he unlocks himself, and he locks himself in the front. So they get to the police department. Police are pulling him out to go process him, and the officer says, wait a minute, didn't I handcuff you from behind? And he says, yeah, you did, but it was uncomfortable, so I put it in the front. Boom, boom, boom. They showed me pictures of what they beat the crap out of this kid. 2 black eyes and everything, and he got teed up by the Chicago PD, who are very corrupt like the Baltimore City PD. But anyways, so this kid got the crap beat out of him, multiple black eye. I mean, he looked like they just got to town on him. And I said, well, you kind of got what you deserve, you knucklehead. Like, why are you moving? That's a lesson of when you really get arrested for a legitimate reason, you were drunk in public. So don't use this for anything bad. So here's what you need to do now. Inside your plastic baggie, you have a plastic case. Inside that plastic case, let me make sure this is all good to go. And I haven't even tested these cuffs, so hopefully these one work. Make sure everything's good here. Inside your plastic baggie, you should have, inside that plastic case, a bobby pin and a hair barrette. We're going to start with the hair barrette, which is the more difficult thing, but we're going to start with it. We're going to start with the bobby pin. No, the hair barrette, the bobby pin. Anyways, this is a bobby pin. This is a hair barrette. I just had a brain freeze. We're going to start with the thing I'm holding up, which is a bobby pin. After you grab your bobby pin, you need to grab the pair of pliers, which is inside your bag. And yes, these are normal, everyday bobby pins. I went to Walmart, just bought the bobby pins off the shelf, so nothing fancy about these. We are gonna make this bobby pin into a specific thing we need. In real life, if I'm going overseas, I will already have this pre-made. That way I don't have to do this. So the first thing we're gonna do with our bobby pin is just simply straighten it out. So instead of it having a bend in it, it's gonna be a long piece of metal. So just take that bend out of your bobby pin. Once you have the bend out of your bobby pin, you will notice there are 2 ends. One end is the bumpy end, the other end is smooth. That smooth end, with no bumps on it, has a nub. take your pair of pliers and simply strip off that nub, meaning clamp down and rip off that nub. Just clamp down, and again, you want that smooth end of the bobby pin to be one long piece of metal. You don't want to have that nub on there. I'm going to put it halfway in to my pliers, and I'm going to put a scoop on it about a 45-degree angle. It's a tiny little scoop. Think shovel. So notice how I took the end of that and I put it halfway into so I put it in the middle of my pliers here, and I just bent it up at about 45 degrees. So let me come around and show you the top here, just very slightly bent. Yes, so I put it halfway into my pliers, and then I just simply bend it up. So it's very, very small. If you are right-handed, you want to hold the cuff in your left hand, you want the keyhole staring you right in the face, and you want the teeth hanging down. So me staring at the cuff, I'm staring at the keyhole with this small part going to my right. So notice in the keyhole, there's that teeny part that jets off. So it's going to my right here. That is how I'm going to hold it. I have my scoop here. I made that small scoop about 1/3 of an inch. It goes up at a 45-degree angle. See how there's that part of the keyhole, guys, that goes out to your right, just barely goes out? I take my scoop, I put it in that part of the keyhole that barely goes out until I hit metal. So all I do is take my scoop. I'm not going anywhere near the circular part. Anywhere near the circular part, I don't want to touch. The scoop is only going in that tiny area that jets off. As soon as I hit metal, I pull straight down. You have to hold at the very end because I'm pulling it all the way down. It's got to go straight down. So I'm going to start on this side and go a little closer. Here's the area that's just jetting off to the side. I put it until I hit metal, and then I go straight down. But you've got to pull directly straight down, meaning I'm going here, directly straight down. Yep. The scoop is up. Yeah, the scoop is up, guys. And then all I'm doing, I may have to put the bend in because it may take it out. I just pull straight down and it'll fall open. So I'll come and check some of your cuffs because sometimes bobby pins get broken off. So let me show you guys here in the corner. My scoop is going up. I'm only going in this teeny little part that jets off. I put it in until I can't put it in anymore, meaning I feel I hit metal. As soon as I do that, I pull directly straight down. But I'm holding towards the end, meaning you're pulling so hard straight down that it takes the bend out, and you got to put your bend in every time. Yep, let me grab my pliers and put my bend in, and I'll check your cuffs and make sure you're holding it right. Because again, some of these cuffs. So guys, the bobby pin is definitely the hardest thing to do. The hair barrette, which we're gonna do in the moment, is a heck of a lot easier, but I still want you to know how to do it. I still want you to experience it. And if you haven't gotten it, let me know. I can test your cuffs, and I can make sure that it's not cuffs that I forgot to pull. So let me know if anybody needs help. Okay, I'm coming. All right, let me grab we'll get there. We'll get there at the end. All right, have we checked these cuffs to make sure they work? So when you take out the hair barrette, you will notice there is a metal piece, this metal middle piece. The very first thing you want to do is bend the metal middle piece all the way up and snap it off. So you should be left with a hair barrette that has no metal middle piece. Try saying that fast 10 times. So yeah, all we're doing is removing the metal middle piece of the hair barrette. That way it looks exactly like this. All right, next, after you have removed that metal middle piece, you'll notice there's this round part up top, right? We're not talking about the part with the small circle. I'm talking about the fatter round part of the top. We're gonna bend it over, and watch me do it first. I'm gonna bend it over right on top of itself. So see how I bend it over pretty much top? We wanna remove it. So I'm bending it over this way, and then I'm going back, but we wanna do it pretty much at the top, and it's easier if you're using your pliers. But I'm just going back and forth, and this is what I should end up with. I should end up with something that looks like a V. Yeah, I'm completely removing that fat round part, and so it looks like I'm left with something that is a V. You can use your pliers to make it a heck of a lot easier on yourself. Once you have your V, you can straighten it out. Depending on these ones, these are hinges, so you may not be able to straighten it out because these ones aren't moving and it really doesn't matter, except that now I'm annoyed. But these are hinges. Some will straighten out, some will not. It doesn't matter if it won't straighten out. These ones don't want to. The very last thing you need to do to get our hair barrette exactly where we need it is when you are bending up that top part, you'll notice that you curved in the ends. So the ends need to be flat. Take your pliers and simply straighten out the ends. Try and make them as flat as possible, and that way they don't have the curve or anything. So essentially, you should end up with two metal pieces that are flat and straight and don't have any curve on them. So what we've just done is we created a shim. Well, what does that mean? When you put on the handcuffs, they have teeth. The handcuffs go in. Click, 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 click. We all know that, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, kind of bend, I kind of jacked these up. Oh well, we'll see if it works. We're gonna take one end, you have a straight, nice one? Thank you. We're gonna take one end of our hairbret, doesn't matter which end. Just like we did with the bobby pin, I'm gonna do it up front. We're gonna come closer, or we're gonna come around you because it's hard to see up here. We're gonna make sure you're wearing the cuffs the way you're supposed to be wearing them for training purposes to learn them. Meaning, you're gonna wear it on your left wrist, the teeth are gonna be going down, because you take one end, doesn't matter which one, you put it right in the middle of the teeth. So right now, and I'll walk around and show you this, one side of my hairbret is going right down in the middle of the teeth. Now, I cannot just shove it down because the teeth aren't moving right now. So what you have to do, and I'm gonna do it with my index finger, is I have to shove down these teeth, meaning close the handcuff on myself, and a millisecond later, I'm gonna shove down the hairbret. So here's how it looks. I shove that, and then I can get out. Let me show you now, not doing it fast. The teeth are going in. I put this in the middle, it will not shove. I've got to press this down all the way. I shove this down as far as it can go, and it will stop on the circle. So wherever that circle is that we've got on our hairbret, I won't be able to shove it down anymore. As soon as I have shoved it down as far as I can go, which is this circle, then I will hold it in place, and then I can lift the cuff off. So I shove it down here, this circle part. Once it's on the circle, the hairbret is blocking all the teeth, so I can lift my hand out. So here, let me show you guys, and I'll move down the line. So let me take yours off and make it super, put it on for training purposes to make it easy for the first time. But I cannot just shove it down because the teeth aren't moving. So watch what I've got to do. Using my pointer finger, I've got to press down on the teeth and then shove that down till it stops. Gotcha. And the circle is that circle because it won't go down any further. Well, you did everything perfect, but you got to hold it in place when you lift your hand out. So now hold that in place, and then lift your hand out. Beautiful, beautiful. That's how it should look. Now you know how to escape from handcuffs. I hope you never actually have to do this in real life, but it's good knowledge to have. Also, if you want more videos like this, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the ring notification, and have a wonderful rest of your day.